Um, Destination marketing systems. Critical factors for functional design and management. Introduction. World Wide Web-based destination marketing systems, or DMS, have been widely used as distribution channel and marketing tools by destination marketing organizations, or DMOs, at different levels in the promotion and management of tourism destinations. So, there is a wide variety of marketing system na ginagamit ng mga organization para mag-promote at mag-manage ng tourist destination. Yung mga DMS or Destination Marketing Systems, ah ang kanilang ginagamit as an alternative promoting channel kasi maraming channel na pwedeng paggamitan ng promotion pero DMS are the best way to promote destinations. So, by using DMS, DMOs can comprehensively assess tourist information and select the best fit tourism product to offer dun sa mga potential visitors dun sa sites. So, a DMS is a system using computer and communication technology, especially the internet and the World Wide Web, to fulfill the function of a DMO in its primary objective, the promotion of tourism business within geographically defined areas. Most importantly, the provision and comprehensive tourism information and a selection of tourism product to potential visitors. So, destination marketing system daw is a massive advantage pagdating sa market of tourism industry. Kasi, using a destination marketing system is a way to success sa better promotion ng tourism business within dun sa geographically at sa area ng destination, at most importantly, TMS contains comprehensive tourism information na kailangan ng mga DMO sa pag-select ng tourist products na mas suitable dun sa kanilang potential visitors. Next is, however, in today's competitive marketplace and technology-driven society, just having a web presence no longer brings visibility and accessibility to the destination. So, sinasabi dito, yung pagkakaroon ng web presence ay hindi na sapat sa pagbebenta ng isang destination. Dahil doon pumapasok yung web marketing efforts ng mga DMOs sa paggamit ng DMS. Successful web marketing requires an articulated and systematic approach in understanding key factors supporting the management and implementation of DMS from both business and technical perspective. So, yung para daw makamit yung successful web marketing, kinakailangan ng thorough na assessment, tapos detailed na approach para maintindihan natin yung mga factors na sumusuporta sa mga DMOs sa pag-manage at i-implement ng DMS sa mga businesses na related sa tourism. As a matter of fact, many factors may contribute to the success of a DMS, although the complexity of destination marketing and promotion makes it difficult to identify the key factors for successful functional design and management of systems. So, marami daw factors na nagko-contribute dun sa success ng paggamit ng DMS, although napakaraming bagay na maaaring makaapekto dun sa pag-market at pag-promote on destination, kailangan pa rin nating isipin na yung mga factors na yon ay importante para sa successful functional design ng DMS. Functions of destination marketing. The primary functions of a CVB is to sustain and improve the tourism industry and community by presenting a unified image that effectively markets a city's attraction, restaurants, hotels, meeting, facilities, and amenities. So, ano yung CVB? DMOs is often referred to as CVB sa USA. So, huwag kayong malito kapag napakinggan nyo yung CVB kasi ang tawag lang sa DMO or Destination Management Organization or Marketing Organization sa USA ay CVB. So, yun. Sabi dito, yung pinakang function daw ng CVB ay i-sustain at i-improve or keep yung development ng isang tourism industry sa community or sa, kunyari, dun sa target market nila by sa paggamit ng pagpe-present ng isang unified na image, yung isang strong na kung paano mo titingnan yung destination market, sa market. According to Destination Marketing Association, International Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus, DMO, which is often referred to as CVB in the USA, are defined as primarily not-for-profit organization that represents a specific destination such as city or region. So yun, napag-aralan na rin natin to dun sa mga nakaraang modules na yung DMOs nga nagre-represent ng isang specific destination sa isang city or sa isang region. CVBs serve as the official contact point for destination for meeting professionals, tour operators, and individual operators. CVBs acts as both leaders and mediators in their destination when partnering with various private and public organizations. They are tasked with developing marketing strategies for numerous stakeholders, including hotel and motels, attraction and convention centers, among others. So, yun nga, CVBs or DMOs daw yung nag-act as intermediaries pagdating sa mga negotiations regarding dun sa destinations. Functions of destination marketing. According to Cartel 1993, Morrison et al., and others, CVBs are destination developers, marketers, advocate, researchers, partner, and economic catalyst. For this very reason, CVB's tasks are not only dynamic and complex in nature, but they are also presented with challenge of developing a strategic destination marketing system to serve various business constituents, predominantly the individual consumers. So, yun nga, CVBs daw ay destination developer kasi yun yung pinakang main function nila, yung mag-develop ng isang destination. Also, they are marketers kasi kailangan nilang i-market sa public or sa segment nung kanilang tinatarget na market yung kanilang destination. Advocate. Ina-advocate nila yung mga tao or DMOs involved or everyone who's involved dun sa destination para maging aware sila or maging involved sila sa pagpapaganda ng destination. Researchers. CVBs or DMOs are also researchers pagdating dun sa mga mas makakaganda or sa pag-assess ng kanilang destination para sa much better improvement pagdating sa market. So, partners and economic catalysts, tumutulong sila sa economy while generating their own profit. So, yun. Sabi dito, hindi lang daw dynamic at complex yung CVB pagdating sa kanilang nature. Sila din daw ay nagde-develop ng maraming strategic destination marketing systems na mag-serve sa various business constituent nila, yung makakatulong sa mga kanilang negotiation, lalong-lalo na sa kanilang individual targeted consumers. The system used by CBBs provide online information, marketing, and communications at destination level. Many researchers have coined their own terms, and there appears to be little consensus as to the naming convention. So, CBBs daw ang nagpo-provide ng online information, marketing and communications sa kanilang mga platforms na ginagamit sa web. Thus, according to Weber 2003 Austria, denoted Tour MIS or Tour Management Information System has the primary objective of supplying information and decision support for potential consumers. He argued that a marketing decision support system is a necessity in the tourism industry as compared with other industries. So, napag-aralan natin sa subject natin last sem yung sa tourism information system na mahalaga na magkaroon ng marketing information systems ang tourism industry kasi ito yung ginagamit nila para mag-supply at mag-gather ng information. Tapos, kapag meron silang maayos na marketing information system, nakakatulong yun para mag-forecast ng mga possible na makaka-apekto dun sa kanilang business or tumulong mag-formulate ng decisions na magagamit nila for better improvement ng kanilang destination. Weber highlighted the importance of information need in tourism destination management and the significance of collecting, storing, processing, and disseminating information. The research of Sheldon, 1993, focused on the distribution of destination information and the supply and demand of facilities in a destination. So, hinhighlight daw ni Weber na importante yung information pagdating sa tourism destination management. Kasi oo nga, yung pinakang pagbabasehan mo ng halos lahat ng decision na gagamitin mo para dun sa business mo ay nakabase sa information na magagather mo about dun sa destination. Kasi paano ka nga magpo-promote or magmo-market ng isang destination kung wala kang alam na information regarding dun sa destination na yon. So, yun daw, significant yung Tour MIS sa pag-collect, store, process, and disseminate ng information. Research conducted by Ritchie and Ritchie 2002 helped establish guidelines for the implementation of a destination marketing system at the state and provincial levels. Using a more holistic approach, the study pointed out the need for sophisticated DMIS to support the marketing process and thus maintain and enhance the competitiveness of travel destination. The key function purpose of DMS, such as communication, information, marketing, transactions, and consumer-related management. A DMS encompasses not only the information aspects of a destination product, but also the marketing and communication components. The extended model of internet commerce adoption by Burge and Cooper consists of three-stage web-based promotion, provision of information and services, and lastly, transaction and processing. So, dun daw sa research conducted by both Ritchie noong 2002, yung DMIS daw the need for sophisticated DMIS daw ang nagsusupport dun sa marketing process. Thus, dahil doon sa sophisticated na DMIS, nami-maintain ay enhance yung competitiveness or yung nagkakaroon ng advantage yung isang travel destination kaysa dun sa ibang destination. Tapos, yung function or purpose daw ng DMS is communication. Ito yung function nila towards dun sa kanilang target market or potential consumers and dun sa kanilang mga stakeholders ay communication, information, marketing, transaction, and consumer relationship management. So kapag meron nga tayong sophisticated na DMIS, nakakatulong yun para magkaroon tayo ng relationship sa ating mga consumer na relationship amongst consumer is very much essential pagdating sa mga gantong line ng industry business kasi yun yung magsiserve as also as a marketing strategy kasi sa parang pinopromote na nila mismo kapag maganda yung business na ay yung services rather na na-receive nila galing dun sa destination na yon, isa na sila sa magmamarket nung destination na yon, leading sa mga potential interested na consumer pa. So, ayon naman kay Birch and Cooper, meron daw 3 stages ang internet commerce adoption: web-based promotion, provision of information and services, at transaction process. So, yun nga, yung una, web-based promotion, yung nag-promote ka, nilalagyan mo ng information, ways of communication, ways of transaction, yung platform mo, tapos provision of information and services, yung pagkakaroon ng maayos na communication towards dun sa mga DMOs at consumer, tapos transaction process, paano nila isasagawa yung transaction dun sa destination na yon while on internet commerce. Tapos, it should be noted that the development of functions of a commercial website is not linear. Rather, it is demonstrated as a hierarchical structure progressing along with the level of complexity and interactivity. It is easily conceivable that as sites move through the stages of development from promotion of company to provision of consolidated information to processing of business transaction level, layers of complexity and functionality are added to the site. So, yung pag-develop daw ng mga function ng isang commercial website ay hindi linear kasi yung development is hierarchical structure. So, meaning, nagpa-progress yung paggamit ng commercial website along the levels of complexity, yung mga levels na mahihirap through interactivity of each of the functions. So, based on the multi-phased task of CBBs, it is argued in this study that a successful TMS depends on an integrative application of four components as its major functions. Una ay timely and accurate representation and provision of destination information. Next is effective and constant communication with consumers, reliable and seamless electronic transaction deployment, and lastly, appropriate and sustainable relationship building mechanisms. So, yung successful DMS marketing daw through online platform ay may 4 na function. This is pagbibigay ng timely, yung updated at accurate, tamang representation at information regarding dun sa provision ng mga destination. Next is yung constant, yung laging open yung communication platform dun sa website nyo para laging makapagtanong yung mga consumers about dun sa destination if meron silang mga inquiries, ganun. Tapos yung smooth na transaction kasi isa na rin yung sa tinitingnan ng mga consumer nowadays kapag hindi mahirap yung pagtatransact ng financial matters papunta dun sa mga accounting, basta yun. Dito sa pera, pagdating sa pera. Tapos, yung pag-build up at pag-sustain nila ng relationship na kasi mahalaga yun sa tourism industry. Tapos, as online DMS are virtual spaces for CVBs to conduct various marketing activities, the four functions of DMS are identified above, are accordingly termed virtual. Ito yung mga functions ng DMS. Virtual Information System, Virtual Communication System, Virtual Transaction Space, at Virtual Relationship Space. So, ito yung representation. Sabi dito, implementation of higher level of application has to be built on the successful deployment of its lower applications. So, kapag successful daw yung applications dun sa website na yon, yung smooth yung transaction, maraming information available dun sa website, at may way of communication. Yung level of sophistication ng marketing or DMS is very high din. So, yun. Tapos ito yung isang function ng DMS, Virtual Information Space. Most people visiting CVB websites are looking for information, but the information need varies significantly from individual to individual. Internet users falls into two categories, surfers and shoppers. Yung surfers daw ay former using the internet for recreation and the latter for directed purposes. So, while surfers may enjoy general information about shoppers want more detailed information about hotels, restaurants, attractions, transportation, car rentals, and travel agents. So, yung mga tao daw, pag nag-visit sila sa mga CVB websites, naghahanap sila ng information, but kasi nga iba-iba pa din yung personality ng mga consumers, yung kailangan nilang information ay iba-iba din. So, pero according to Abramson and Hollingshead, meron daw dalawang uri ng internet users, surfers at shoppers. Yung surfers daw ay yung mga gumagamit ng internet for recreation, while shoppers naman ay for direct purpose, for a more detailed na ito daw, surfers may enjoy general information about destination, yung broad lang, tsaka kahit hindi specific, basta may makita silang information about dun sa destination. While shoppers, specific yung mga hinahanap nilang information about dun sa destination na pupuntahan nila. The diversity of information in the travel industry and increasingly discerning consumers means that the quality and efficiency of information provision is becoming a differentiating factors for destinations. So, yun nga, ang karaniwang hinahanap ng mga tao ngayon ay quality at efficiency ng information. Yun ay isa sa nagiging factors na pinagbabasehan ng mga travelers para pumunta dun sa destination. Many consumer demands specialized in-depth presentation of the information to facilitate their decision-making. In order to address their needs, proper levels of information needs to be accessible to the right consumer in order to initiate and generate purchasing interest. So, yun nga, yung mga gumagamit ng DMS na DMOs ay naglalagay na ng in-depth presentation about dun sa kanilang destination, meaning naglalagay sila ng mga significant at essential na information regarding dun sa destination nila, which is accessible sa mga consumer para mapag-aralan nilang maigi yung destination bago sila pumunta. At karaniwan, kapag ganito yung mga nakikitang CVB websites ng mga consumer, mas na-attract sila kasi, yung website na yon kompleto ng information regarding dun sa destination nila. Kaya, mas parang nagiging security din nila yung ganon, yung mas maraming information regarding dun sa destination. According to Gosh 1997, a successful tourism website should provide content, input, information, and services that caters to the traveler's needs, though content alone does not guarantee success. The traditional CVB websites provided fixed content information such as attraction, transportation, and accommodation. So, yun nga. Sabi dito, yung pag-provide ng information regarding dun sa destination at services na ina-offer dun sa isang area ay nagli-lead through successful tourism. Pero, hindi pa rin yun mag-guarantee ng success. Para kasing yung pinakang motto nila, anin mo yung mga sinasabi dun sa website na yun, kung hindi ma-fulfill ng action, yung mga ng actions, yung mga nandun sa website na yun. Kaya kailangan balance pa rin yung words at actions na binibigay ng mga CVBs. Tapos, yung CVB daw ay nagbibigay ng fixed information regarding dun sa attraction, transportation, at accommodation. So, yun nga, yung mga basic lang dapat na mga basic na information ay mahalaga na makita dun sa CVB websites. CVBs are presented with the challenge of ensuring that all events, schedules, dates, and hours of operation of all represented business are accurate. Kailangan yung mga information din na pre-present nila dun sa websites ay accurate. At tama kasi kapag nagkaroon sila, kunyari, nagbigay sila ng false information dun sa website nila, pwede yung mag-lead to their demise or parang masira yung kanilang image dun sa mga consumers. At words travel faster kasi kaya kailangan maayos talaga yung pagbibigay ng service at naka-align yung service dun sa kanilang mga sinasabi sa kanilang websites. And TMS also affects final purchase decision by acting as a portal of information for local tourism business, which in turn add value to destination tourism products. So yun nga, nakaka-apekto nga yung mga nandun sa DMS websites dun sa value ng destinations. However, Martin 1997 argues that information provision alone will not make an effective and successful destination marketing website. Appropriate communication mechanisms have to be provided to enhance the understanding between the consumers and suppliers, which ultimately assures the delivery of the various component of products and services. So yun nga, katulad ng nasabi ko, ganun nga, kailangan yung mga information na nandun ay naka-align pa rin dun sa pagbibigay ng service dun sa destination. Tapos, ito naman yung another function, Virtual Communication Space, or VCS. Once the information function of the DMS has been sufficiently implemented, a destination can move to the next hierarchical functional level communication, which allows marketing efforts to be targeted. Communication is the human activity that links people together and create relationships. It is at the heart meaning-making activities, not only in marketing but also in a wide range of political, economic, and psychological areas. It serves a way to develop, organize, and disseminate knowledge. So, once na matapos na yung information function sa DMS, yung pagbibigay ng information, pag-gather ng information, communication naman daw yung nag-a-allow dun sa mga target market na makapag-build na relationship dun sa destination. For destination, For destination, this interactive phase helps in building partnership that goes beyond the flirting stage of VIS to the courting stage. So, a communication approach in marketing has several advantages. So, well-designed communication can be highly targeted, which affords organization the opportunity to build dialogue with their customers and through the dialogue to build stronger relationship. Some direct communication methods can be individualized and personalized, helping to overcome the clutter that is inherent in traditional mass media communications. Through the initiation of a dialogue with customers, communication team can play a more useful role in building customer loyalty. So all in all, communication is a very important and essential stage kasi yung communication ang nag-build ng customer loyalty kapag merong maayos na communication between the DMOs or DMS dun sa kanilang customer. So, communication can provide the means by which the organization and consumer can interact in a meaningful way, which can develop a rapport which binds them together in a relationship. So, yun nga, pag may maayos na communication, nagkakaroon ng maayos din na relationship between the organization and the consumer. Dialogue also helps to build bond between destination and visitors to bring them together in a relationship which is mutually beneficial. Unfortunately, communication difficulties are often prime cause of marketing problems. So, kapag hindi pa rin maayos yung communication na binibigay, kahit accurate naman yung information na presented, magkakaroon pa rin ng marketing problem. So, the role of communication in DMS is to share the meaning of a destination total product offering with its customer in such a way as to attain their goals and at the same time move the destination closer to its customers. So, yun lang yung pinakang goal or role ng virtual communication space. Yung idala yung destination malapit dun sa kanilang customer kahit web-based lang yung kanilang platform. So, virtual transaction space. The transaction function proves to be a successful step towards a solid relationship. A commitment to financial transaction is a reflection of trust, a sacred line to cross within the business world. In this new role, a DMS not only becomes a collective marketing vehicle but also a one-stop shopping center for visitors. So, kapag nakalagpas na tayo sa dalawang stage, virtual transaction space na yung nag-guarantee na maayos at solid yung relationship na na-build ng consumer at ng organization. Kasi ito ay isang sacred line to cross kasi nga gagastos na yung consumer. Ibig sabihin, desidido na sila dun sa kanilang nakalap na information at nakuhang data dun sa kanilang communication stage rather. Tapos, the history of CBB is to be an agent or intermediary between tourism and or conventional consumer and local businesses that provides the services needed by those consumers. CVBs are considered to be intermediaries and thus should not be competing for sales and services with other tourism suppliers within their own destination. This issue can be further compounded by the strategy that CVBs take to position themselves, whether they want to be perceived as marketing organizations or a sale organization, or both at the same time. However, it should be argued that DMOs or marketing organization might lose their significance if they do not provide value by adding more knowledge, personal service, customization, and one-stop shopping to commit the ever more sophisticated travelers into continuing relationships. So yun nga, sinasabi dito na ano ba daw talaga yung CVB, kung marketing organization ba or sale organization, kasi nga meron na silang virtual transaction space. Pero 'di ba, kapag sa iba pa gagawin yung transaction, hindi na siya convenient dun sa mga consumer. Kaya yung pinush ng DMOs talaga na magkaroon ng virtual transaction space kasi para mas sophisticated yung dating ng kanilang services na binibigay sa travelers para ma-build palalo yung relationship na meron na sila. Tapos, ito naman, another is virtual relationship space. Ito yung isang function ng DMS. It is at this stage where relationship between the consumer and the CVB is in full bloom. It is a process whereby marketers come to truly know and understand the various aspects of their consumers. VRS entails a dynamic exchange of communication with consumers at all levels. While it is necessary for an organization to collect massive amount of data on their consumer preferences and buying habits, how they truly gain an understanding of this data and miraculously transform them into a meaningful information is still a challenge. So, kapag nakarating na talaga dito sa last na ata to ng function ng DMS, dito na kailangang maging mas intrinsic ng mga CVB kasi marami ka nang nakuhang data dun sa mga consumer mo, sa customer mo na alam mo na yung preferences nila, yung buying habits nila, pero paano mo ipe-perceive yung mga data na yon is a challenge kasi pwedeng mag-iba yung mga preferences at buying habits ng mga consumer. Kaya kailangan talaga intindihin mo yung every little data na magagather mo sa kanila. Tapos, the ultimate goal of VRS is to integrate technology, process, and business activities to allow organization to respond to and target behavior-driven market segments that truly focus on and around the customer. So yun, pag-integrate ng technology, process, and business activities, ang pinakang goal ng VRS sa kanilang mga customers. Development and enhancement of new and existing segments such as leisure and business travelers should be explored. The DMS should incorporate all the principles of marketing segmentation, partnership, and relationship marketing. At the same time, the VRS should provide the means of predicting consumer informational, marketing, transactional, and relationship needs and wants. So, yun. The development of an emotional relationship with the consumer through choreographed and focused communication campaigns holds the key to the destination differentiation. Kung paano natin ipe-perform yung relationship at communication towards our consumers is a key para mag-stand out yung destination natin. Tapos, implementation of PRS will not only benefit CVBs, it will also enable them to develop a symbiotic relationship with consumers to achieve their targeting goal and promoting their destination and enhancing their competitive and economic position. So, yung paggamit or paggamit ng BRS is not only beneficial sa CVB, pero ito din ay mag-i-enable sa kanila para makapag-build up ng mas maayos na relationship sa kanilang customers para ma-achieve nila yung targeted goal nila sa pagpo-promote ng kanilang destination. Tapos, destination marketing system, sophistication, and marketing success. Organization use technology at 3 stage levels or stages. Substitution, enhancement, and transformation. Substitution involves simple replacement of existing technology with new technology to accomplish the very same organizational task as before adoption of technology. At this stage, technology provides tools, information, and capabilities to directly support all types of tasks. This can result in improved responsiveness and precision of individual work, and that individual gain better access to a wider pool of information, and are able to effectively exchange information and enhance communication. So, substitution daw ay isang replacement ng technology, existing technology rather, na nagagamit para ma-accomplish yung very same organizational task pero in a much easier way para makapag-adapt yung organization sa new technologies. So enhancement involves redesigning an existing process to make the best use of new technology, improve product quality, and provide additional and unrelated services. At this stage, better utilization and coordination of physical and human resources enable organizations to function as a whole, to do more and to do more of the same task and to speed up task performance. So, yung pag-enhancement naman ay pag-redesign ng mga existing process na at pag na-redesign na yun, yung mga existing process, mas nagagamit natin yun in a best way gamit yung new technology para ma-improve yung ating services na ino-offer. Tapos, transformation involves taking a system's perspective on the role of the process within the organization as a whole. In other words, technology adapted has been integrated into the routine business practices of the organization. So, pag andito na tayo sa last stage, ibig sabihin, yung new technology at new systems na ng DMS ay tool na na-adapt ng isang organization or napapractice na ng isang business ng maayos. Tapos, on the same line of reasoning, Wang and Fessenmeyer revealed that in the tourism industry, DMOs such as CVBs use web-based technologies in different ways with varying intensity owing different technology capabilities, financial resources, and marketing objectives. These CVBs take advantage of web technologies to make business activities more effective and efficient by providing e-commerce related features as well as more advanced capabilities such as interactive queries and request forms to facilitate communication with potential travelers. Foreman 2005 found that organization implement website functions in different stages by first implementing basic and relatively inexpensive to adopt internet application such as information and broadcasting oriented websites and basic communication mechanisms such as email, and then move on to a higher level of application. So, sabi dito, si Wang at Fessenmeyer daw ay nag-reveal na hindi pare-parehas yung ginagamit ng DMOs at CDBs na web-based technology nila. At doon, nagbabaris yung mga information or functions ng isang CDB which is nag-give ng advantage dun sa kanilang platform pagdating sa communication nila, kung paano nila i-reach out yung kanilang clients. They also argue that Duta and Segev divided organization activities into 3 stages: publishing corporate information, conducting electronic commerce, and business transportation. They also argue that these 3 stages represent increasingly more sophisticated usage of technology by taking advantage of interactive potential of the internet. So, pag itong tatlong stages ay ginagawa ng DMS, malaki yung advantage nila laban dun sa iba. Butler et al. Proposed that there are 5 basic levels of relationship that can be formed through with a customer online. Basic, which means a company sells the product but does not allow follow-up in any way. So, yung basic ay parang one-way transaction lang. Bibili ka lang tapos wala nang communication na magaganap. Reactive, a company sells the product and encourage the customer to call at any time with questions or problem. Dito naman sa reactive, pangalawang form na buong relationship ay pwede kang mag-inquire dun sa company na pinagbilhan mo at any time. Accountable. A company contacts the customer before and during the service encounter requesting suggestion for improvement. Dito naman daw sa pangatlo, tumatawag yung company before at during habang ginagamit mo or habang ini-experience mo yung product na binigay nila. Proactive, a company contacts the customer from time to time with suggestions, improvements, or creative suggestions. Dito naman, hindi siya before and during, but time to time. Yung parang nag-update lang siya kung meron kang gustong ibigay na suggestion, improvements, or other things pa regarding dun sa kanilang binibigay na product. Partnership, a company works closely with customers to discover ways to deliver better value. So dito naman, on hand, parang ganun. Parang yung relationship na meron sila. Kailangan ay magkasama ang consumer or customer at yung company para nag-work sila closely para makadiscover pa ng mas maayos na way para mabigay dun sa sa product value. Tapos, the goal of any company is to use a more sophisticated and interactive technology application to reach a partnership with their customers because it is at this stage where the relationship is most profitable. CBB seeks to create partnership with customers in which the relationship becomes beneficial for both parties involved. This partnership can be achieved by organizations having technology systems in place to provide a customized experience for the customers, which can translate into increased customer satisfaction and repeat visitation. So, yung goal daw ng company sa paggamit ng DMS is makapag-create ng more sophisticated and interactive technology applications na magagamit nila to form a partnership doon sa kanilang customers para makapag-generate ng even bigger profit. Tapos, these models and their associated propositions suggest the following themes. First, an organization implementation of technology application usually demonstrate a transactional pattern in progressing incrementally from the basic to more complex application. Secondly, as the technology is used for a higher order purposes, the sophistication and interactivity of the technology application increase, together with the increase in complexity of business processes. Thirdly, to compensate for the increase of technology sophistication and interactivity as well as the complexity of business processes, organizations will witness a higher level of value creation and higher potential returns from their internet presence. This will in turn lead to a more successful web marketing strategy execution. Thus, it could be argued that there is a positive relationship between CVB's website sophistication and web marketing success. So, yun nga. Kapag yung CVB website ay perform ng maayos yung kanilang functions, nagli-lead yun sa a much more sophistication and web marketing success na kailangan ng mga destination para makapag-generate ng much more bigger revenues. Determining the factors of website sophistication. One important argument of this chapter is that CVBs strive to maximize value creation and achieve successful web marketing through the use of sophisticated and interactive web-based technology applications in their website. 4 factors are identified as having significant impact on CVB website sophistication as well as on the success of their web marketing efforts. Financial commitment, technology competence, innovative and absorptive capacity. So, ito daw yung mga factors na na-identified na importanteng impact dun sa CVB websites. First is financial commitment. Financial commitment represents by the technology budget has a great impact on whether organization can eventually adapt the technology irrespective of how beneficial it might be to the organization. Thus, it has a positive effect on overall technology implementation behavior. Only those businesses that have adequate financial and organizational resources would consider implementing technology solutions as a viable undertaking. So, kapag yung organizations ay financially committed dun sa paggamit ng makabagong technology, mas nagkakaroon sila ng advantage dun sa iba. Kasi mas advanced na yung mga technology na ginagamit nila, leading mas advanced na systems na magbibigay sa kanila or which is more beneficial para sa kanila kasi mas maayos nilang may implement yung kanilang mga functions towards their consumer. Next is technology competence. The presence in an organization of a higher degree of technological competence represented by the knowledge and skills of the management team and employees as a whole may lead to a more extensive use of technology to achieve business goals. So, kapag yung mga employee mo naman or everyone sa organization mo is technological competent, mas madali niyong na-achieve yung goal nyo kasi meron na kayong maayos na systems na nagagamit. Tapos, this position can be supported by several arguments. First, organization with high level of technology competence may encounter less resistance to innovation, thus are more open to embrace technology for business solution. They might be more receptive to technological change and be more willing to adapt and integrate technology into their daily business operations. So, yun nga, pag yung organization ay merong high level of technology competence, mas konti na lang yung na-encounter nilang problema pagdating sa innovation at yung pagkakaroon nila ng maayos na knowledge regarding technology ay nakakatulong sa kanila para mas lalo nilang ma-perform or ma-embrace yung technology sa kanilang business. Secondly, previous research has shown that organizations with higher levels of technology competence develop a unique culture around their ability to accept new technologies and change. So, kapag technological competent daw yung isang organization, mas open sila sa mga makabagong systems or technology na alam nilang makakatulong dun sa kanilang organization. The company's technology competence is significant to adoption facilitation. Firms must pay great attention to their capability to adapt to e-business and keep in mind that technology competence constitutes internet skills and e-business know-how. So, alam naman natin ngayon na halos lahat ng business ay technology-based. So, kapag yung organization natin ay technological competent, mas maayos yun kasi mas mabilis silang makapag-adapt sa mga makabagong technology. Once e-commerce has been adopted, the employee's knowledge and relative resistance to change is considered key to its diffusion in the company and in turn its use within the company. So yun nga, katulad din ng nasabi ko. CBBs with a higher degree of technology competence tends to enjoy greater readiness to use e-business and e-commerce activities in their web marketing efforts. Next is innovativeness. Innovative firms are more willing to experiment with new things, which is a facilitating factor towards the adoption and application of information technology. So, kapag yung CVB daw ay innovative, mas willing silang mag-experiment dun sa mga makabagong technology na maaari nilang magamit towards success. Ay para maabot nila yung success. Mas mabilis silang maka-adapt dun sa mga bagong pamamaraan na magagamit nila para sa kanilang pagtatrabaho. Hurley and Holt found that higher levels of innovativeness in the firm's culture are associated with greater capacity for adaptation. In addition, higher levels of innovativeness are associated with culture that emphasize learning, development, and participative decision-making. Porter recognizes innovation as an essential driver for competition in the industry and a powerful competitive weapon of the individual firm. Kapag ang isang firm daw ay innovative or open sila sa mga makabagong bagay, ito daw ay isang powerful, malakas na competitive advantage or weapon against dun sa ibang firm. Kasi ready kang mag-aral ng mga panibagong pamamaraan, mas open ka sa mga makabagong knowledge. Next is a business environment with shorter product cycles increase segment fragmentation, blurring industries' boundaries, breaking corporate hierarchies, and increase interdependence of global markets. Such increased environment dynamism increase the needs for innovation. So, yun nga, sa ating ever-changing na mundo, yung mga pamamaraan sa paligid ay palagi nagbabago, katulad ng technological innovation. Kailangan lagi daw tayong ready sa mga makabagong ways. Kasi, yun yung magiging driver natin for success, yung innovation. Ang dominant themes daw ng innovation or innovative firms ay invention at pioneering. So, paggawa ng mga makabagong pamamaraan at pagpa-pioneer nun. CVVs that are innovative and flexible enough are able to achieve their online marketing goals. So, kapag innovative at flexible daw yung CVV, mas na-achieve nila yung kanilang goals sa pag-market online. Lastly, absorptive capacity, a firm's ability to evaluate the technology and commercial potential of knowledge in a particular domain, assimilate its apply it to commercial ends. A higher absorptive capacity helps a CBB to comprehend technology development taking place in the area of web-based marketing and to incorporate new knowledge into its own innovation, which in turn lead to sustainable competitive advantage. So, kapag daw mataas yung absorptive capacity ng CVB, pag mabilis nilang na-adapt or na-absorb yung mga technological development na maaari nilang magamit sa pag-market online, mas nagiging sustainable at competitive yung kanilang websites. A firm's absorptive capacity derived from stacks of knowledge both within and outside the firm. For example, A firm's absorptive capacity can be developed through managers' active involvement in building knowledge stocks through investment in internal research and development by creating linkage to external knowledge sources such as universities and consultants. Kapag yung manager daw ay mas nagiging involved, mas participative, mas mabilis ma-absorb nung nasa paligid yung knowledge na nakukuha nila dun sa activities na yon. And a CVB's absorptive capacity probably depends on yung pinakang main authority nila dun. A DMO's absorptive capacity should have positive impacts on its website sophistication and web marketing success. Application, discussion, and implications. A DMS should compose of 4 interrelated components. Yun nga yung nabanggit. BIS, BCS, DTS, and BRS. At the most fundamental level, a DMS must provide tourists and up-to-date information about destinations. Once the information level has been sufficiently implemented, CVB should then consider the communication function, which takes into account all areas of promotion and marketing research. At this stage, email and contact information are disseminated, allowing to direct exchange of information between the DMS and consumer, which pave way for future relationship building. The implementation of transaction functions enable CVBs to generate revenue both internally and externally for their stakeholders. So, para lang ma-short yung nauna doon sa mga functions, ito. The first stage of VIS, yung components ng DMS, VIS attempts to lure potential consumers to behold their presence and behave in tempting manner. VIS daw is also known as the flirting stage kasi dito mo parang ini-entice yung mga consumer na tingnan yung mga information dun sa website nyo. Verbal man or written attributes. Next naman ay BCS, also known as courting stage, allows destination and consumer to become familiar with each other kasi nga may communication na nagaganap through BCS, kaya courting stage na kasi nagbabalikan na ng information yung organization at consumer. Dito din nabubuo yung trust at commitment. It is also, after this stage has been sufficiently nurtured, that the relationship can develop engagement stage leading to transaction. So, yung transaction ay, other word ay engagement stage naman. Elements of trust and security has been fully recognized when dealing with transactions. So, katulad nga na nabanggit, kapag nagkaroon na ng transaction between the organization and consumer, meron ng trust, kaya nasa engagement stage na tayo. So, para tong yung sa marriage, sa panliligaw, yung inaalam mo ng information, panliligaw, tapos courting stage na, tapos engagement. Lastly, yung VRS naman daw ay marriage stage na. At the most intimate and advanced level in a relationship is the function of VRS, which can only be attained after all the previous stage has been implemented. But kapag maayos na successfully na implement yung mga nakarang stage, nandito na tayo dadating sa VRS. This stage is the relationship, the marriage stage. Kasi dito mo i-maintain yung commitment, loyalty, at communication nyo ng organization at ng consumer. At alam naman natin sa lahat ng marriage, kailangan nurtured at mag-respect to prevent the consumer from going elsewhere, thereby ending the relationship and entering the devastating divorce stage. Kailangan nga i-maintain lahat ng function ng components ng DMS para hindi tayo mag-blame sa divorce stage. BRS is the most critical function of a DMS in developing long-lasting, meaningful relationship with its consumer. Although implementation of BRS is perhaps largely misunderstood and it's still in its infancy, it will behave CVBs to strategically align their objectives to meeting this level of sophistication and developing their DMS. So, VRS daw yung pinakang critical na function ng DMS para ma-maintain yung kanilang customers' loyalty. So, CVBs need to extend their role into a deeper product meaning merchandising, thereby setting the stage for customers to develop a deeper relationship with the destination. So, kailangan daw na CVBs na ma-merchandise ng maayos yung kanilang destination para ma-maintain yung customer loyalty. Next is, in order to effectively develop and manage the application of BRS, a CVB must have knowledge of its customers. So, yun nga, kapag nasa, kailangan yung knowledge, patuloy ka pa ding nag-i-inquire dun sa customer kasi tulad nga na nasabi ko kanina, hindi naman nag-i-stay lang sa isang preference yung mga customer. Kaya kailangan, inaaral pa rin natin or nagkukolect pa rin tayo ng data para malaman natin yung mga current needs and wants or trends ng market na tina-target natin. CVBs must become proficient with the administration and utilization of market research and must also be able to effectively communicate and develop marketing buy-in opportunities with their stakeholders. The higher level of relationship building facilitated by the interactive potential of the internet allows marketing to build strong, sustainable relationship with their customer to enhance loyalty. So yun, katulad din ng mga nasabi ko kanina. Financial commitment has a strong positive effect on the sophistication of CBB's website, but a non-significant negative effect on a web marketing success. In other words, how much money they allocate to web marketing determines how far they can go in terms of level of interactivity and sophistication of their website. Yun. Pag hindi ka nga financially committed dun sa pagbuo ng CVB website, kunyari, konti lang yung allocated budget mo dun sa website, hindi siya masyadong sophisticated. So, hindi siya masyadong attractive dun sa mga customer na tina-target ng website na yon. This leads to the conclusion that what is important is not how much money an organization can devote to a web marketing efforts, but rather how much effectively the budget is used. So, yun. Hindi pa rin daw factor yung pera pagdating dun sa pagbuo ng adaptation to and integration of the technology into their work, thus reducing resistance to the technology. Yung higher degree daw, no, kapag yung mga employee ay merong higher degree ng pag-attain ng knowledge towards the technological change, ay mas mag-lead sa mas madali nilang adaptation and integration yung paggamit ng technology, which is beneficial sa kanila kasi nare-reduce yung resistance nila dun sa mga bagong ways or pamamaraan ng makabagong technology. Innovative CVBs tend to reach a higher level of sophistication in their activity in their website operations are more successful in their web marketing efforts. So, yon kapag masyadong sophisticated, masyadong mataas yung interactivity towards the organization and the consumer, mas successful yung web marketing efforts. The impact of innovation is not restricted to technology only, but that it also applies to how to collect, analyze, present, and distribute information through the use of technological means. So, yung innovation daw hindi lamang restricted sa technology. Ito din daw ay applicable sa pag-collect ng data, pag-analyze ng data, kung paano mo ipipresent yung data, paano mo ipapamigay yung information na nakuha mo through technological means while operating in an information-intensive, complex, and competitive business environment. CVBs will require more and more to demonstrate their capacity to create and manage knowledge from information gained by technologies applied. So, yun na. Tapos last. In other words, CVBs with higher level of absorptive capacity are more likely to define their technology aspirations in terms of performance measures rather than in terms of the pure opportunities present in that technical environment. The CVBs with higher levels of absorptive capacity will tend to be more proactive in exploiting technology opportunities present in the marketplace, but focus will be on whether technology opportunities can improve the bottom line and performance of the organization. So, lastly, yung mga CVBs daw na mas nakakapag-adapt dun sa mga makabagong technological means, dun sa CVBs na innovative, ay mas mayroong advantage pagdating sa kanilang marketing pagdating sa marketing ng kanilang systems kasi they are open sa mga makabagong ideas na in trend in timely dun sa mga target market nila. So, yun lang po ma'am.
Sa akin, ma'am, yung innovations po, which is very big helpful po ngayon, lalo na ngayon pa sa mga business. Dapat mag-come up tayo sa mga new ideas, new strategy para commercialize siya tapos maging successful. Thank you. Cecil po.
So parang ganun din po ma'am kay ano po, nagfo-focus po sa innovation. We're facing ano po, pandemic. Yung industry po natin talaga is nagre-require po ng different strategies and tactics po. And aside from that po, yung practices kung paano tayo magpo-cope up or paano natin na look up po yung ating industry. And yung report po, nagpapakita po na talagang kaya pa din. As an addition po ma'am, yung sa technological base din po, yung which is yun po yung platform na ginagamitan po ng web. Mahalaga po siya kasi dito po, ito po yung pinaka-useful ngayon na gamitin natin since hindi po siya nangyayari as face-to-face talaga. So yun.
Yes, ma'am. Um, Miss Daily also mentioned that innovation just limited technology. Um, it also applicable with the process for means of technology. Yung process po ay mas nasisimplify po.
Ma'am, hello po ma'am. Yung sa ano ma'am, destination marketing system po. Yung tatlo baga po ma'am, substitution, enhance. Yung sa destination marketing po ma'am, system, yung tatlo baga po substitution, enhancement at transportation. Pag sinasabing substitution ma'am, yung substitute or replacement of existing G ng so ako data bago ang enhancement naman po ma'am yung ano yun redesigning an existing process to make the best use of the new technology to improve the ano ma'am, the product quality. Next transformation na-adapt na ng business yung po yung mga bagong technology ng mga business ma'am. That's all. To the better way ba po?
Distribution channels in destination marketing and promotion. So first, what is tourism distribution?
International travel agents have recently enjoyed
Sa akin na lang po, ma'am.
Wala.
Wala. Yes, ma'am.
Okay naman, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
din po.